Hello everybody, welcome back to our YouTube channel Convolution Educare Corporate Connect. Today we are going to learn, like in the previous few sessions, so we have discussed like string methods in Python. So we have got some more interesting string methods. Today I am going to discuss all these things. Hope you will enjoy and you will understand all these things. Because I think like in Python we have got so many string methods. Okay. So far I have discussed few of them. Still today also I am going to, because this is a very short session. So if you want to know more details about the Python, you can always connect our helpline number which is mentioned in our YouTube channel to know in details about the Python. Okay. So again, let us come to our session. Let's come to our class. So string methods in Python. Today we are going to discuss some interesting things like use of isAlpha method, or rather we can say isAlpha function. Now what is it? Look at, I'm going to explain this thing with the help of a particular example, or rather we can say a code snippet. I'm saying what str1 equal to hello. Then I'm saying what str1 dot is alpha. And finally I'm getting the output at. If I run this particular code, I'll get an output like true. IsAlpha function is going to check whether a particular variable is carrying a word. Fine. Whether that word is having only characters or not. If it's going to carry only characters, then it's going to return a true value. Here if you notice the hello is carrying hello, which is going to carry only the character. So it's going to give me an output like this, true. Let us take another example. str2 equal to hello, then I have given a space. Then I said what? 1, 2, 3. Then we have used what isAlpha function. Now here what happened? Obviously we will get a false value. Why? Because this particular string, like hello space 1, 2, 3 is not only carrying characters, going to carry space, going to carry digits also. But isAlpha function is going to take care of only the character. So if I execute this code snippet, then definitely I will get a false output. I hope it is clear to you. So in nutshell, what we can say in short form, like isAlpha function is going to return a true value when it is going to find only character in a particular variable or in a given string. If it is going to find anything other than character, like special character, space, the digits, then it's going to return a false value. Like in this case, in the second case, which is going to return a false value. Fine. So let us move to some other examples. Now see, here also we are going to find some interesting thing. We are going to use alpha. We are going to continue with isAlpha, and we are going to learn another function called isAlnum. So let us take one example like this. So I said what? str3 equal to hello. Then I said str3 is alpha. See, point to be noted, after isAlpha there is a space. So it is returning a false value. Again I am repeating, as isAlpha is going to find out only the character. So in this case also it is going to return a false value, because after hello there is a space and it is not going to take care about the space. So let's take another example of this hello 1, 2, 3. Now here see, like isAlpha, we are using another function, another very interesting string function, which is isAlnum. Is going to check whether the particular string is having character and numbers. So in this case, if you notice hello 1, 2, 3. So it's going to return a true value because this one is carrying what? It's a mixture of what? Character and digit. So alnum is finding it's a combination of alphabets and numbers. So I am getting the output as true. So what is the difference between alphabet, isAlpha and isAlnum? isAlpha is going to take care of only the character. In case of this isAlnum is going to take care of the number and the character. So going to return a true value. So let us take another example. isDigit is a new function, is another function like isAlpha, isAlnum. This is also another function which is isDigit. Now take this particular code snippet. We said what? str1 equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we are using what? isDigit. So isDigit is going to return a true value because what is the function of is digit? It is going to check whether a particular string is carrying only digit or not. If it is going to carry only digits, then it is going to return true value. Like in this case, if you take this example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, only numbers are there, only digits are there. So it is returning a true value. Let us take one more example. str2 equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then h, and I am using h digit function. Yes, it's going to return a false value because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is our numbers, these are our digits. But after that, we are adding one character h. It's not going to take care. It's going to take care only, it's going to return a true value when it's going to find only the number. But here what happened, like after the numbers, after the digits, at the end we are having h. H is a character. So it is going to return a false value. So this is the behavior of is digit function. So we have seen so far two interesting things. One is called is alpha, which is going to take care of the alphabets only. Is unnum is going to take care of alphabets and numbers, and is digit, which is going to take care of only digits. So this way we have seen these three important string functions. Depending on the situation, we are going to use them. Suppose there is a program, let us consider there is a program. Okay, I am taking an input and I got an assignment to check whether this particular input is carrying only characters or not. So definitely I will use is alpha. I am going to check whether it's going to carry, whether is it a mixture of character and numbers or not. So I am going to use is alum. I'm going to check whether it's going to carry only the digits or not. Then I'm going to use is digit. So depending on the situation, we are going to use these three functions. So let us see some more functions. We are going to use the use of, we are going to learn the use of is space. Like is alum, like is alpha, like is digit. We are going to use another. We are having one interesting function like this, is space. Now look at this, hello, then after that there is a space, and then we have, there's a double quotes end. Now I am using is space, so it's going to return a false value because space is space function will return true only if it is find, it's going to find only space, then it's going to return a true value, otherwise it's going to return a false value. Because here what happens, finding a space, but along with the space what happened is finding one, like it's going to find a word also. So it is not going to return a true value. It is also it's going to return a false one. Now look at this. str2 equal to double quotes open and close. And then I am using is space. So here in this case, obviously it is going to return a true value because if you look at this, there is no word, there is no character, there is no digit, only space is there. So it is going to return a true value. So what is the function of is space? If it is going to find a space, suppose you are getting, let's say you are writing a program, you are checking whether a particular string is carrying space or not. Only space is there or not. Again, I am repeating this particular word only. Then in that case, obviously we have to use the eSpace function because eSpace function is going to take care of space only. It's not going to take care of character, it's not going to take care of digit. It's going to take care of only the. So this is another very important function under the string methods category in Python we have learned. Next, his title is also a very important one. Okay, another important string functions we are going to learn. Look at this. There's a string like str1. We are saying what? Let's say Mohit Raj. Now I am using str1.isTitle. It's going to return a false value because what is the function of the isTitle is going to check whether the character of each and every word is in capital or not. Like in this case, how many words are there? Mohit and Raj. But the see, Mohit, M is in capital, but look at this Raj. Raj is in R is in small. So it is going to return a false value. So what is the function of the isTitle? He's taking a particular string. He's checking how many words are there in the string. He's finding what? Two words are. If I take this example, he's finding what? Only two words are there. One is Mohit, the other one is Raj because there is a gap. So now it is going to check whether M of Mohit is in capital or not. Obviously it is in capital. Then it is checking what? Raj. R is in capital or not? No. R is not in capital. So that is why it is returning a false function. Sorry, it's going to return a false value. So this is the behavior or of this particular function called isTitle. I hope it is clear to you. Next, let us take another example. Mohit space Raj. Yeah, definitely. This one is going to return a true value. Why? Because you notice Mohit Raj. There's a word called Mohit, there's a word called Raj. So Mohit, M is in capital. Fine. Then Raj, R is also in capital. So it is returning a true value. Because in both the words, is finding the first character of this each and every word in this particular statement is in capital. So that is why it is going to return a true value. So this is the nature, this is the normal behavior of this or use of this isTitle function. So in short term, what we can say, there's a statement. It's going to find each and how many words are there in this particular statement, and then it's going to check whether the each and every character of each and every word is in capital or not. If it is in capital, then it's going to return a true value. Otherwise, it is going to return a false value. I hope it is clear to you. Next, another very interesting thing, max function. Now, what is the use of this? Generally, what happened, like in the max function we have used in our Excel. In Microsoft Excel is a very common function which I use. But in Python also, if you want, we can use this particular max function or max method. Now, what is happening here? A very small example I'm sharing with you. str2 equal to hello. Now, we know that, I think we know that like each and every character is having a ASCII code. American Standard Code for Information Interchange, ASCII code. So here what happened, like each and every character's ASCII code is going to be extracted. And then it's going to find out. So alphabetically, if you see which one is the largest, like the maximum, like largest character, like in this O is the largest one. So we are getting the output. So ultimately, inside this, like internally, what is happening? Each and every character's ASCII code is going to be extracted. Like I think if you are very much aware about the ASCII code, fine. Otherwise, the take the example of this capital A. Capital is what? 65. Small a is what? 97. So like this way, each and every character's ASCII code is going to be extracted, and then it is going to be checked which number is the maximum one. So and the corresponding character of that particular number is going to be extracted, and it will be displayed by this max. So if we take this one, hello, O is the maximum one. So that is why I am getting the output as also max, like O. So max function is going to behave like this way. Okay, I think it's clear to you. It's also a very important thing. Generally, we are going to use this particular max function where in Excel, but in your Python also, if you want, we can use it. Here, things are going to be used with the help of ASCII character, ASCII codes actually, ASCII code. Next, another very important function. This is what? A type function. Now, we know what, like this Python is very intelligent enough. Generally, when what? In the programming language, whenever we are declaring a variable, we use what? We use variable name. Before that, we are using a data type. But in Python, we don't use any data type. Python is good enough to understand, is intelligent enough to understand what type of value or like whatever value is being stored in a particular variable. If you look at this example, a equal to 123. So a is carrying what? Number variable. So how do I know whether a is carrying a number value or not? So there is a very good, interesting function or method we have, which is called type function. What we are doing? We are using type, then we are saying what? Inside the bracket we are saying a. So Python will give me the output like type int means this a is carrying what? Int type of information, int type of data. Obviously, it is 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3 is of integer type. So with the help of type function, we can find out what kind of data a particular variable is carrying in Python. So this is also a very interesting one. So this way what we have seen the use of type function. So today actually what we have done, we have used these methods. Like we have started with is alpha, then we have seen is alnam, then we have seen is digit, then we have seen is space, then we have used map function, then we have used is title, then we have used this max this type function. So these are what some like good examples of this string methods. So in the previous classes also we have discussed all these things. Here also we have discussed like these functions and methods. Now depending on the situation, depending on our assignment, we are going to use these type of functions. So I have discussed, like this way we have got n numbers of string functions. I have discussed few of them. So if you are joining this class, if you find it interesting, then if you want to know more details in details about the Python and all these things, you can always knock to our this helpline number which is there mentioned, which is mentioned in our YouTube channel. So you can ring to that particular number. You can call us in that number to know more details about this Python. Okay, thank you.